give me his
So, yeah.
screen share. I'll let him know.
Yeah, Srikanth, you can open SAP and we can proceed and share your screen.
Okay. Okay.
So this is your presentation, right?
Lakshmi.
Info type 583. Yeah, so this is your assignment which you have
Yes.
done.
Yes, sir.
Conveyance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Lakshmi has M221.
Okay. So this is the model waste type for your car and conveyance.
And we can take 220 also.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we, as the same, we can take the 220 also, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have you're able
this
to
is
generate
the function
Already
INCCO.
Yes.
Copy in this.
Any questions, Lakshmi? Yeah.
Sorry, then is please let me know.
You're asking something,
Nothing,
Lakshmi,
sir.
here? Function here,
Continue.
INCCO.
Nothing, sir.
Did I discuss in detail
INCC.
last time? Function INCCO, did I discuss in detail? I think no. Only the output I have told you, right?
No, sir.
Okay, I will discuss. INCCO today we will be discussing. Okay. And these are the different secondary waste types which will be generated after running the payroll. Okay, or if you're having any car and conveyance, those. Okay. And this 3C series, slash 3C series will be generated. That is fine. Okay. Okay, now you just show me the screenshot which you have taken. Next one. This is conceptually you have prepared it.
Properly visible, actually.
Okay, that is fine. COCS have been maintained for an employee. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So you have, you're able to generate this slash 3C1 and slash 3C2. Okay, so this is your annual car perquisite, annual driver. Okay, so this is the one. It is fine. So what is COCS? Last time we have discussed COCS and OYCS. So what are the two things which you have discussed?
OY.
Full form of COCS. Company owned cars.
Company
COCS.
Company and OYCS is actually
only
your car scheme.
Own your
car scheme. Okay. So I'll just type it out here. OYCS. And these two things you will be able to, you'll be coming across a lot of time. Okay. So whenever you're discussing 583. Okay. So OYCS is own your car scheme and COCS is your company owned car scheme. Okay. So this is how we understood. Now you just go to the next one. Anything else you have? This is nice that you have generated. Okay. Yeah, COCS. So this is another scenario. What is the difference between these two scenarios? Or the same? Conveyance type you have changed it, right?
Conveyance type will not change.
Okay, so previously the slide, go to slide number 3, what you have mentioned there. So COCS employee.
COCS employee.
Employee maintained. Okay.
Employee maintained.
Employee maintained. Yes. Employer maintained. This one employee maintained.
Okay. So what is the difference you received in this while executing this payroll? Any difference did you notice?
Conveyance scheme different.
Okay. That's no good.
And
yeah. So this is fine. So just go to the next. Anything else you have prepared? Okay, so this is after maintaining it.
This is from Lakshmi, sir.
Okay. Okay, so OICS simulation.
It's my document, sir.
Okay. Good. So this one prepared by Lakshmi. Okay, that's fine.
Sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You have also prepared something, Shrikant?
Give me one second, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I have prepared. Today I have some internet issue.
No problem.
Connected with my mobile.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
to function T code.
INC T code for function.
T code for function. Last time I discussed. PE.
P04.
Exactly.
INNO.
No. Go to PE04. T code.
PH04.
Okay.
We'll be discussing two functions today. So in the PE04. No. The function is INCCO. This is one of the function. And before that, I will be discussing, before we go there, we will be discussing another function. Just enter P0583. Okay. So P0583 first we will discuss, then we will go to INCCO. Okay. P0583. Go to display.
Yes, sir.
So what does this function do? Go to display, or generally we do not change directly here. Okay, so generally we display, and we'll try to understand. Okay. So here in the country assignment, you just scroll a bit down. What do you understand by this country assignment?
Okay, sir.
Any idea? Just scroll down. There is this scrolling option in the right hand side. Just scroll down, that country grouping. Country grouping only. Country grouping, there is a scroll option. What do you observe? Just let me know in this.
Yes, sir. I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, country assignments, particularly these waste types are eligible for these countries, sir?
No. These are not waste types. So this is a function. This is not waste type, right? So this function, if you scroll a bit down again till India, you come down to till I at least. Scroll down.
Okay.
So the idea is for here, wherever there is a country assignment, if it is a function applicable for every country globally, then all the checkbox will be ticked here. Okay. But this function, this payroll function P0583 is only applicable for India. Okay. So for that region, you can see India is ticked here. Did you get my point? Why India is only ticked here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So similarly, there are many such functions in the payroll if you're finding only for India, and that is not applicable for all other countries outside India. Okay. So here in the top, you will be seeing there is something called input parameter and something called output parameter. Just click that input parameter. Click the, not that one, top.
Yes,
top. No, in the top. In the top, there are two, towards the right hand side, we can see input parameter.
Okay,
just click that input parameter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the input parameter, you will be seeing two things. One is country grouping is anyway 40 for India, and we have two objects, which is P0583 and P0004. Okay, but most frequently P0583 is there. What is P0004? Do you know what is the info type for? Any guess?
Yeah, challenged people.
Challenge waste type. Challenge info type rather. Okay.
Yes.
So there is also separate exemption limit for challenge. Okay. So that I will be explaining after this. Okay. Otherwise, you can open a new session. Just open a new session. I will tell you.
Okay.
Open a new session there and go to SN30.
Yes, sir.
Okay. SN30 and V underscore P511 P. P511 P for Punjab.
P.
Yep. Now you go to maintain or display. Maintain, you go there. Then you type out country grouping is 40, and you just type out CH C for Chandigarh, H, then G, then E for elephant, CHGEX, X,
Okay.
X. Enter. Are you getting any value here? Okay. So here, by default, here, this is the standard values, exemption limit for challenged. So if you go to the information about it, so click that I button there. Yeah. So you will be finding an information regarding this constant CHGEX. Okay. So this constant, so you can see under section 1014 XI, the transport allowance granted to an employee who is blind or orthopedically handicapped. This is the India from a legal point of view, for India, this is the conditions. Okay. And this exemptions limit is also applicable for car and conveyance. Okay. So this is again rare case. So if the employee is coming into this category, then only it will be taken care. Okay. Now go back to the previous screen so that where we are discussing function P0583. Go back there. You can close this window. I just thought to show you this constant. That is the idea. You can close this. Okay. Now you can see in this function P0583, we have what this function will be doing. Okay. So this function will be reading two info type. Which are the info types it will read? As an input, it will read your info type 583 as well as info type 4. Okay. So info type 4, subtype N1, it will check. And depending upon that, it will create your table. There is a table called CCO. Okay. So for the entire financial year, it will generate those values. And finally, whatever table it will be generating, it will be processed by the function, the next function. Okay. Which is the next function which I am talking about, that is INCCO. Okay. So this function P0583 and function INCCO both are interlinked. Okay. Whatever you are the output of this P0583, it will be the input for the next function which we are going to discuss, INCCO. Up to this set the point, my explanation is clear. Any question?
It's clear, sir.
Lakshmi, what about you?
No, sir. It's clear.
No, sir.
Okay. Now you go back again.
Clear, sir.
Click that green button. Green. Now you click that output parameter. Okay. So why I'm explaining this in detail? Because these things I will not explain further. Whatever functions we are coming across. Okay. It is very similar to this only. Okay. So here you can see the table which I was talking about, CCO, right? Okay. So this is the output parameter for function P0583. Okay. So for this function, input parameter we have seen. What is the input parameter? Input parameter is the 583 info type as well as info type 4. Okay. And the output parameter will be CCO. Okay. So it will generate after processing this data from 583 in info type 4, it will generate this table and it will be proceed for the next as an input to the next function INCCO. Okay. So this is regarding the purpose. Now we understood what is the purpose of this P0583. Okay. So now I will give some additional data information regarding this. So this is this info type. So this 583 info type, it will read for the full financial period. Okay. Suppose now go to an employee for whom you have maintained info type 583. Just show me that. I will explain from there. Go to PA30 and just open that employee.
PA30?
Yes. Open a new session and show me that employee for whom you have maintained 583. Yeah. So here you can see the entire, this info type 583 is maintained for the entire financial year. We're not maintaining month-wise, right? Uh, this is clear? The top?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So accordingly, whatever, depending upon your convenience type, we can maintain COCS, which is nothing but company owned car scheme, or you are maintaining your OICS, which is basically your own your car scheme. Okay. So you have to capture that. Then again, we have option for number of driver. Okay. So the number of drivers also we can maintain in this info type. At the same time, with the perquisite calculation also will happen. Okay, depending upon your values, whatever you defined in the table, which I discussed last time, that is your V underscore T7 INC5. Okay. So depending upon that, and also for that, this tick box must be checked. And I see you have already checked this tick box, CALC.PERC, calculation of the PERC. Okay. So that you have maintained clearly. So that is the thing. And
why, sir?
Yeah.
For which, sir, for which purpose we have to check this? We have to take this for which purpose?
So this is for the per calculation. Okay. Because these are the benefits provided to the employee, right, by the organization. Okay. So the employees do not have to pay anything for it, but it will be considered for their tax calculation. Okay. In their form 16, they will be getting that this is the PERC amount has been they have got the benefit. Okay. So that is the idea.
Sir, can you, sir, excuse me, sir, can you check your internet once, please? It's not
audible.
Properly audible, your voice.
Sorry? Is it not audible?
Not audible, sir.
Your voice properly. Your voice is proper. Yes, sir, it's not audible properly. Could you please check once your internet?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Is it better now? Actually,
no, sir.
What I was explaining. So here the PERC calculation will happen. And so regarding this PERC, you do not worry about it, because I'll be taking a separate session for PERC, for all kind of PERC. Okay. So in that you will be understanding what are the different types of PERC and why PERC is calculated, and what are the business implications or tax implications. Okay. So those things all we'll be discussing in a different session. There is a different session for PERC itself. Okay. So now, and just you open the table, right? Another table which I was talking about, V underscore T 511P. Just go to that table. Let it be open only. Just open another. I think you have already opened the session, or you have closed that. Otherwise, you can open another session. Yeah. Open a new session. So basically, for all kind of perquisite, so for all this, with respect to drivers and all, we have a different constant as well. Okay, so that constant will be checked. Perquisite value SN30, and go to the table, same table. Go click maintain. So for driver PERC, we would like to see the constant value. So there is a driver PERC as well. So for the driver PERC, you can go to country grouping 40, click tick. DRBPK, it is already there. Do not have to worry about it. So you can see there are two values. One is a DRBPK, and there is a DRBP1. Okay. So DRBP1, actually, this is now the recent one, I believe. Yes. So yeah, so this is the recent one, DRBP1 we are using. Okay. The PERC value of a driver, how it is calculated, that information, this value will be derived, means during a payroll process, it will be processed, this value. Okay. So this is the understanding, the logic which I was explaining, how things is calculated. And also we have seen CAGEX, that is your exemption limit for challenged. Okay. So after checking all these things, what it will do, so whatever the details of the PERC value of the car type, okay, and the calculate PERC, so that we have discussed, and accordingly, it will generate that CCO, this is an output, and that will be proceed for the next function. Okay. So now we can move to the next function, which is an INCCO. Till that point, it is clear, right? 583 function you understood entirely. How does P0583 calculates everything in the backend? Okay, so these are the different elements which will be helpful for you calculating the entire thing. So we have seen how in the backend system it calculates. In the here in the from a configuration point of view, these are the touch point. Okay, where exactly your calculations. Whenever if someone asks, then you should be able to explain all these things. Okay. So now we will move to the next function, which is INCCO. Just go to, you can close this and go to the INCCO function.
So, do I need to press the documentation?
Documentation not required. Just go to display.
Display.
Okay.
You can see this one is also relevant for India. Okay. So now what you can do, just check that India against that it is already maintained by SAP. You do not have to worry about it. Okay. So now you just click that input parameter.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the input parameter, you will be seeing two things. One is IT, input tables data.
IT.
Another also CCO. CCO, from where it is coming? The previous function which we talked about, P0583, from that CCO function is coming. That output will be as an input for this INCCO function. Okay. Now we just go back. We will be seeing the output here. Go back. In the output, if you click the output, we can see. So here it is showing only IT. Yes. So in this input table only. So in this IT, it has not explained what are those waste types. The waste type list which I have given last time, which you have already tested it. That is a /3C series, /3C1, 3C2, 3C /3C3, 3C4, 3C5, 3C6, and 4E3. All these things will be generated. Now you go back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you go back. So here another thing I would like to show. Click that grouping beside input parameter grouping. Yeah, grouping reason you will not be finding much here. Okay, so there's nothing much here. So now you go click that info types. So grouping is not applicable here. Info types, yeah, info types.
Here also.
Info types also not there. Anything, just close.
Info type also is
this
not.
One info types also.
It should be there. No problem. Just close that. Okay. So now you just click that triple arrow. Okay. So wherever there is a triple arrow, outward arrow. So here you can see where used list. Okay. So as I was explaining, I have explained in one of the previous session. You can see in this PYIN
Yes, sir. We remember.
At what, which other schemas you have used it. Okay. So you have created this ZCN1, right, Shrikant? Or someone else created for you?
Yes, sir.
Just click that, whatever the schema you have
No,
created.
sir.
You have created this one?
ZCN.
Yes, sir. I'm creating
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, just let me know where it is. Where is the INCCO?
INCCO, right, sir?
INCCO, where it is. Previously, we have discussed INHRA and other thing.
INCCO.
You can do Control F also. That will work.
Okay. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
INCCO, you got it? This is your company car schemes. Yes, okay. So the detail function, we have already seen it. And here, this is how inside your schema, this function have been as an input. Okay. So similarly, the other functions also we have seen like INLEA, we have seen INHRA, we have seen. So all other functions, whatever you are seeing here, okay, very similar to that only. Okay. So they have their respective functions and all. Okay. And it will proceed accordingly. So what does this function will be doing? This INCCO function, it will compute your perk as well as your exemptions for car and conveyance scheme. Okay. So with respect to the your whatever the car facility provided by the employee or employer, so those things it will be calculating. Okay. And similarly, previously we had conveyance allowance, but from this financial year onwards, actually we do not have those conveyance allowance. Okay, so for that reason, you do not have to worry about it. Otherwise, previously it was there. Okay, so with this understanding, so now I will be taking you to another. Till this point, everything is clear. Any questions?
Yes,
clear,
yes,
sir.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll be seeing another
Nothing,
thing.
sir.
No.
Just go to PE02.
PH2.
PE02.
PC.
I'm opening new session, sir.
Yeah, just open a new session. I'll be telling you
PC.
some customization option. I will tell you. Just go to INCC. This is the PCR. PCR for T code. PCR T code is PE02 INCC. Now you just go to click display. Click display. Will not be changing anything today. Maybe in the future we'll be doing. So here you can see the waste type 221, M221 it has been mentioned here. Okay. So this is a standard calculations. Okay. So it will, what is this LME, ADDWT will understand later on. Okay. So for the timing you understand the model waste type M221 has been set and as an output /3C1 series has been put here. Okay. So this PCR where exactly it has been used. This PCR INCC is used to add park for fully private use car provided by the company. Okay, so like company has provided the car and it has been used, but in case there is some peculiarity or some special cases, any kind of your calculations having a different calculation, then you can replace this M221 waste type with the custom waste type. Okay. Anyway, in the typical organization, you will be having copying this M221 waste types, and you must have copied to a different waste type that you will be means adding here, replacing this M221. In case if any changes is required, that you can do in your M221. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay, so nothing much here. Generally, I have not come across such scenario, but you have to, in a typical implementation, you have to only this waste type you have to replace. Okay, and the PCR how will be just go back and you have just simply copy it, go back and click. There is a copy option. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Copy. Then you just try to rule ZNCC. If it is not there, then we have to check something else. ZNCC. Okay, so now just click. Okay, so what you have to do, I'm not telling now to do. Okay, just for your reference, whatever the rules it is written here. So in this rule you have to add the custom waste types, whatever the custom waste types you are going to you have created for your car part. Okay, so that you will, sorry, the car whatever the allowance. Okay, so in that you will be using it. Okay, so this is how you will be using it. So with this we have completed the car and conveyance portion. Okay, any question here? So everything we have covered. Just to summarize, we have seen in the car and conveyance the rules part. So whatever the different car and conveyance info type 583 we have gone through. Then we have seen the different types of conveyance type, which is defined in your table T7 INCA. Then we have seen the different car types, different car scheme types, then your conveyance related to park, and the series of waste types, like that is a /3C series, okay, which are basically annual car park, annual driver park, okay. So all these things also you have done a hands-on. So I'm happy for you. So like you have already created those things. And model waste types, which we are talking about, M220, that is for conveyance allowance. And similarly, we have
M220.
M221, M222, M223. So these are a series of model wage types which are relevant for your conveyance, this car and conveyance. Okay. And we have gone through this. And other than that, almost we covered. And today we have seen the two functions. Okay. That is a P0583 as well as in the IN P0583 and INCCO. These two functions we have gone through in detail. Okay. So at the same time, also we have seen the PCR INCC. Okay. So these three key things we have discussed. And with this, we are completing the info type 583 end to end. Okay. For all these things. Okay. And we just keep on practicing these things. Okay. So now we will be switching. Any questions here till now?
Yes, sir. In company transport, so employee will get any tax, he will incur any tax in company transport?
Yeah, so
in company transport level.
Yeah, so conveyance type here, mostly it is applicable, the PERC is applicable mostly here, COCS and CO, employer maintained or employee maintained, okay, or the last two, okay. So in case of a no vehicle, you will not be getting anything, okay. So here, company transport, what you can do, because I have never used it, to be honest with you. So company transport, you can try it and let me know, is there anything coming up, okay. And just let me know, because company transport
not taking properly. Company transport.
It is taking.
And COCS employer, yes sir. And COCS employee maintained when maintained. So how much amount he will get benefit, and how much remaining amount, how much he will get the tax? He will be taxed amount.
Okay, so all these amounts have been now
is there any percentage
have been revised? Okay, so we need to check the latest one. Even I have not visited the income tax portal. Okay, so that we need to check it.
Okay.
And yeah, so let's now connect within next 5 minutes.
And
I think that it will be expired. This Zoom will be expired. Okay, let's connect again in after 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. Sure.